mentality. Here's Boston going right to work.
Game and see if they can make a bigger impact.
Kayla McBride. Minnesota's got 9-2 without her. Boston spins and lays it off the glass.
The minutes on the rim.
Hull. Pass back to Boston.
Going to her until they can figure out how to slow her down.
Here's Collier, a little bump, and that helps a player get comfortable quickly. Odyssey Sims, three-pointer.
Offensive rebounding is going to be key.
What a cut by Smith, and the find by
Underneath the basket.
Boston loses Smith that time.
Cheryl Reeve, and she expects her players to execute it that way.
Hull short on the three, but Natasha's timeout.
Absolutely, the Lynx pride themselves on paint defense.
Their first game with the Fever, 10 points. And there's
on the court. She is a three-level scorer and dangerous.
Collier rolls. It's off to Mitchell. Mitchell turns the corner and gets free.
Dribble handoff.
Heidemann stops and looks into the play. McBride along the baseline. And Alana Smith. Indiana started this game 9 of 13, but has missed 4 straight until Shea Petty. The drop. Getting a new player in up to speed. And unfortunately, they have done that too many times this season. Well, there's a player who's been around and carried. Dantas has the board. Powers pushes it ahead. Heidemann there for the steal. Natisha Heidemann takes it all the way in. So McBride picks up the dribble, finds Fee, cutting down the lane.
Beautiful ball movement from Minnesota. Great Defisa Collier and Kayla McBride.
And now Mitchell curls to the bucket. That was a tough take by Kelsey Mitchell, who's got 10 points. Shepard kick out. Heidemann will try it again. Collier has the rebound and the basket. Shoot around this morning for Indiana. Carrington the cut and the feed from Jessica Shepard. In Las Vegas. And Collier, it's another three-pointer. She's got 2 of them tonight. Actually, that's a lure.
Defisa Collier just making things so difficult for this Indiana team.
Howard up and under. That was some nice footwork from Natasha Howard.
Yeah, really incredible play there by Natasha.
3-point ball game, Indiana in front. Powers trying to go off the dribble. Carrington got a piece of it. Powers gets it back. Second attempt, up and in. Playing in her 5th game with the Fever this season. She played 12 games with the LA Sparks. A drive. That is 2 more points off turnover. So every time the Lynx have turned it over, Indiana has scored. Williams, a 3-ball. Williams keeps the dribble, now gives it to Kliundikova, to Carlton. Here's a Carlton, goes the other way and finds an opening. That phenomenon before the game of Caitlin Clark, who took a long time to sign autographs and take pictures. McBride got free. Points off turnovers, and it was a huge factor in the first quarter. It has definitely settled down here in the second. Oh, there it is. With her mom before the game.
Oh.
Sitting courtside, she had a meeting in Minneapolis, of all places, this weekend. And stayed to watch her
the 3-point shots like she did on Friday night. She becomes a real difficult player to defend.
Petty banks in a 3-pointer.
Happy her teammates were for her when they saw her shots going in.
McBride matches bucket for bucket.
Kayla McBride.
Williams surveying options. Finds Kliundikova all alone. McBride. Kliundikova eventually comes up with it. Jump shot for Kliundikova, and we are tied at target center. Single point early on. Collier turns and hits for 2, and that is the first time Minnesota has led since it was 3-2. Can't get the 2 to fall down. Williams, crossover. What a pass to Kliundikova! There's some court vision.
And that's the kind of
looking to tack on. And these are the kinds of runs that Stephanie White was talking about after the game on Friday night that they're trying to limit. Kliundikova put 3 more on the board.
She is making the most
of the ball up the court in the first possession of this second half. McBride bounce pass into Collier. The fade and the score. Fee has 16 points in her return. Minnesota's defense just collapses around Natasha Howard.
Pass a little too deep for Natasha Howard.
Collier lines it up and hits. Nothing for the Lynx. They've opened up a 12-point lead on their home court. Here's Boston, so effective in the first quarter, right back to work. 5 on the shot clock, crossover, hits Smith, and it's taken away. Kelsey Mitchell with the quick hands. All the way to the other end, Mitchell, coast to coast.
The Fever responding.
Minutes, and they just don't know the playbook. They can't.
And you have to play to the situation that you have, and that's exactly what Indiana's doing.
Oh, Courtney Stud Buds Slam Magazine cover t-shirt featuring Courtney Williams and Natisha Hydeman in the Stud Buds. Mitchell
Has some speed and score on that.
Williams keeps the dribble, trying to get around Boston, finds an opening, and Courtney Williams has a couple of buckets here in the third quarter. Lynx 56%, Indiana 55%. Collier gets 2 more. The friendly bounce. Hull puts it down, gives it to Petty. Petty drives off the glass. Shea Petty gets 2.
Shea Petty just patient with it.
The entire Fever team was wearing MVP shirts for Kelsey Mitchell on Friday night. Williams with another 3-pointer. 11 have come in this third quarter. McBride, the lead pass. Williams will stop, leave it short. Play to Kova. She's got 13.
The detail work.
Mitchell, or excuse me, that's Shea Petty. Petty, 3-pointer through the net.
Does best when she gets open. And those corner threes, she is lethal.
Powers the drive, going back after the rebound.
This one.
Still shooting it well in 10 attempts. They're 60%. Powers was not in the act of shooting when that foul happened. Porter. Dejanay Carrington got a good look at it. 3 Janay. Sims, 4 on the shot clock. Sims, we're looking for an opening, has Boston heading through the lane. Aaliyah, Boston beats the shot clock.
See what you're supposed to do when the double team comes hard at you and she passes out of it, they just can't finish.
Collier finishes through contact. And that probably wasn't the shot Minnesota wanted on that possession. Powers with a step-through move. Aerial Powers. Smith. Another chance for Minnesota. Williams. She'll try it again. The 3-pointer. Finally, the finish from Courtney Williams.
But it all works out as Courtney Williams knocks down a big shot.
Second chance points have been a storyline. Lexi Hull. She's got a 3-point answer for Courtney Williams. Petty with the basketball, a tremendous night, 14 points for her. Boston shows her touch in the lane. Back to another. If there's going to be an object on the court, I would rather it be the mop. Defensive rebound, Howard going all the way in, a force. Natasha Howard, touch pass, Hull. This is everything. Pass ahead, Smith, the catch, the lay! And Courtney Williams with her 10th assist of the ball game. And that was a big block, Courtney Williams. She might have hurt her arm on that attempt. That was a huge swat. And a drive and a lay-in by Shea Petty. And Courtney, undrafted, playing in her second WNBA season. Played 18 games this season with the New York Liberty. She was actually part of the Liberty championship team last year, though she didn't play at all.
Do play 9 minutes, start, get a triple-double, do all the things. She's up for it, and that's why she has been so great on this Lynx squad.
Final 15 seconds. Carlson took a little bit of a shot from Powers. Powers, bounce pass, and a beauty of a find. Sherrod can dribble it out. Minnesota improves to 30-7, maintaining a solid lead on top in the WNBA standings.